Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. I'm just cleaning up my glasses real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audio's working. Woo. Alrighty. Alrighty. That's that good stuff right there. Okay. Ooh, yes, crystal clear. Yes, good. Audio works on the YouTube? Yes, it does. Perfect. All right. Let's go on x.com. Make sure everything's copacetic there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see here. All right.
Bobo Beeps.
Hello. Good morning, MAAA. Hello, Bobo Beebs. Howdy, Bobo. How you doing, man? All right, let's make sure the audio works here. There we go. Audio works. What's up, MAAA, and what's up, Bobo? How you doing? How both of you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see about the Twitch. Let's make sure we're live on the Twitch. All right. That's working just fine. Okay. All right. All right. All right, let's see here. All right. All right. Let's see here. All right, get that set up. Gonna just get the announcements all set up, ladies and gentlemen. But hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. Hope all is well. All right. All right. There we go. All right. All right. There we go. Let's get that up there. Bot right there. Okay. Okay. All right. Get that there. Bot right there. Getting everything all shared up right there. All right. Get this put up over here. Boom. Right there. All right. There we go. This is over here. Yeesh. right. Yes. Okay. Good, good. All right. Let me just share this over here a couple of times. Then we'll be right there. We'll be all over there. Give me a second. We'll be ready to go. We'll be ready to go. All right. There we go. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. All right. What's up, guys? It's Double Nix, and welcome to another episode of Microcat Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nix in the house, aka the Rainmaker. Hello, legal, by the way. Hello. All right, and I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Other times she likes to regular ski. Other times she gets shot at the cannon and she goes wee. Other times she likes to go to RBs and watch videos of puppies and kitties. Other times she likes to get thrown into the Stonk Marquee. Other times she likes to go to Mickey D's. Other times she likes to go to Wendy's. Other times she likes to go to Burger King. And other times she likes to get shot out the cannon, and she goes wee. Other times she likes to go to I got mixed up. Oh my! I already did the RBs. I already did the RBs. I already did the RBs and puppies and kitties. Yeah. Oh yes. All right. My brain went wee. Okay. Wee. All right. Other times she likes to go into the Stonk Market and find all them ABCDs. She does call some wonderful stonks like AIOS, MGRX, ANPA, and HCWC. We call her DBL Moms. Hey. All right. What was that? What was that? Come on. DBL Moms. Hey. There we go. That's better. That's better. Yes. Yes. You gotta get a tuning. Gotta get it. It's like a guitar string, you know. You poke her a little. You poke. Yes. Yes. That was evil. Anyways, so ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We're just getting ourselves all ready to go. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. And ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. The bucks, yes. The big bucks, yo. All right. Yes. All right. There we go. And yeah, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. So, we called quite a few wonderful stonks today. We did call, like I said before, AIOS, which ran up a nice 73% right there. All right. MGRX ran up a nice 77%, right there. All right. ANPA ran up a nice 54% right there. And then HCWC, which ran up a nice 44% right there. Yes, sir. Let's get ship party. All right. Yes, sir. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Yeah, that's what we got going on. So let's take a look at let's take a look at this stunk right over here. MGRX. All right, right now it actually looks to be forming the beginnings of an ABCD pattern right now. It is on the uptrend right there. It is on the uptrend a little bit. So we got that going on right there. Looks like it's forming a bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D. Could potentially be forming an ABCD pattern right there. Actually, hold on. Let me move this a little bit more down over here. But yes, it looks like it could potentially be forming an ABCD pattern. Hold on, let me make it a bit bigger. And yes, there we go. All right, ABCD pattern right there. Could potential ABCD. Looks like it's the beginning of one at least, but for some reason it isn't moving right now. It isn't moving. I wonder why. Hello? Hello? MGRX? Poke, poke. Are you alive? Okay, good. Wait, never mind. It formed a bit in ABCD pattern and then pulled back a little bit. Pulled back. There we go. Now it's refreshed. There we go. So basically, doesn't seem like it's doing a lot right now. MGRX has a float of 14 million, volume of 106 million. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. So as of now, MGRX needs to break the descending wedge for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. MGRX formed an ABCD pattern into a descending wedge, needs to curl above the wedge for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see what else we got. AIOS. Oh, okay, we can do GFAI. GFAI moving. We'll take a look at AIOS later. GFAI has a 19 million float, little heavy, 666,000 volume. So right now it's got a price spike on low volume right there. That's what it's got going on. Ooh, a stock repurchase program. Yes, right there. Yes. Yes. All right, hold on 1 second. 1 second. The stocks aren't like doing the movie thing. They're not doing the move it. I don't know. It's a little. It's probably a glitch right now. Probably a glitch. It'd be like that sometimes. All right, but yeesh. As of now, GFAI currently is up. Is basically had a bit of a price spike on low volume, so we got that going on right there. GFAI price spike on low volume. That's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's take a look at AIOS. All right. AIOS had a bit of a pennant forming. A little bit of a pennant going on over here. A little bit of a pennant right here. So a little bit of a pennant going on over here. And a little bit of a pennant going on over here. Bot right there. So right now, needs to break that pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. All right. Let's see here. Boom. Oh, that's not what I meant to press. All right. But yes, AIOS needs to break the pennant and needs to break that VWAP for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. AIOS needs to break the pennant and the VWAP. So yeah, that's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. AIOS needs to break the pennant and the VWAP for it to be schmexy to mya, up 49%, has a 3 million float, 36 million volume. So the volume is 12 times that of the float, which is good. That's excellent. That is excellent. Excellent-ish. All right. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Consistency asks for TTD. Let's take a look at TTD real quick. TTD. All right, TTD has a conference call scheduled in 5 days at 5 p.m. and Q4 earnings confirmed for 5 days from now on to Wednesday, February 25th, after market close. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let me get my graffiti pencil over here. And let me actually circle this over here because it's got choppiness over here. All right, a little bit of choppiness over here. More chop over here. So as of now, not a lot of volume going on with the stock. Not a lot of volume. It is below the VWAP as of now. And is extremely... Yes, yes. Good morning, Alex. Good morning. All right. So, yeah, TTD basically is very choppy as of now below the VWAP, needs volume to break above the VWAP and break that choppiness, ladies and gentlemen. TTD, choppy, needs volume to break the choppiness and the VWAP. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, all right, all right. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right. So, yes, let's see here. MGRX. Actually, hold on. Alex says MGRT has blessed today. I got in late at 50 cents and then it took off and made 30% pre-market on a quick 5,500 position. Or is that 55? MGRT? Let me see. MGRT. Ooh, that looks very choppy. All right. Hey, I mean, if you made money on it, on a quick 5,500 position, just made few hundred more than I will all week at my job. Hey, there you go, man. Congratulations. Excellent. I'm happy you made money. So, MGRT? All right. Oh, MGRX. You mean MGRX. Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, wow, this is very choppy. Hey, look, I mean, congratulations. MGRX, you mean? Okay, all right, MGRX. All right, MGRX, yes, yes, you got it in at 55 cents. Okay. All right, I'm tracking on that. All right, so MGRX needs to break the, yeah, it hit 58 cents, but you got it in at 50, so that's awesome. That's excellent, man. That is awesome news. That is a nice move. All right, there you go. Now I can see the price. Because like, before I looked at MGRT, I'm like, wait, how did he get out of this? It's so choppy. But no, I know what you mean, MGRX. But yeah, congratulations, man. Congratulations, Alex. Congratulations. Yes. But yeah, that's awesome. So MGRX as of now needs to break above this descending wedge. Needs to break above the descending wedge for it to be schmexy to mya. There we go. All right. MGRX needs to break above the descending wedge. There we go. That's what we got going on. GFAI. Still having that price spike upward and climbing. It's up 58 cents right now. GFAI 35% up. Has a 19 million float, 8 million volume. Still moving on low volume right there. GFAI still climbing on low volume. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get to 200. Yes, sir. ANPA. Let's see how ANPA is doing. Ooh, ANPA is on a bit of a downtrend as of now. On a bit of a downtrend right here. So, needs to break this downtrend right here. Needs to break the VWAPA for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. Yes, sir. ANPA needs to break the downtrend and the VWAPA for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. There we go. All right. Yeesh. EVTV. Let's see how EVTV is doing. EVTV. All right. Let's see here. My bad, I gotta be quick on my phone when standing on a ladder and installing fire sprinklers. Auto Turek takes over my comments constantly. I get you, Alex. Don't worry, brother. I get it. Be careful, though, on that ladder, man. Be careful on that ladder. All right. I don't be like, I don't want you getting hurt now. All right, be careful there. All right. But yeah, nah. But yeah, no, definitely be careful on that ladder, brother. Don't text and be on the ladder at the same time. All right, all right. EVTV consist. Yeah, I already did that one. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Wahoo! Wahoo! It's me, a Mario. I don't know why. I said, oh yeah, like my name was Luigi. Oh yeah. Wahoo! It's a me, a Luigi. Oh god. I've been playing so much Mario. Okay, my bad. All right, EVTV needs to break above this pennant right here. Needs to break above the pennant, ladies and gentlemen. Needs to break the pennant right here, as well as the VWAP, which is peaking above. It is peaking above the VWAPA right there, right? Had a bit of a double top on its way upward over here. So it shot up, had a bit of a double top, pulled back down, went below the VWAP and started kind of consolidating a little bit there. EVTV does have a 4 million float, 8 million volume, so the volume is twice as much as the float, which is good. That's excellent. All right, but it needs to break above this pennant. It did break above the VWAP, though, so that's excellent news right there. That is excellent right there. Let's take a look over here. EVTV needs just broke the VWAPA, needs to break the pennant and the double top. Yesh. That's what we got going on for EVTV. That is what we got going on. All right. Let's see how GFAI is holding up. GFAI still climbing. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Again, it is climbing on some low volume, but the volume is starting to heat up. The volume is starting to heat up. It went from 8 million to 14 million now. All right, so that's excellent news. All right, GFAI volume is starting to kick up as it climbs. Still needs more. Still needs more volume, though. Does still need more volume, but it is starting to kick up, and I'm liking that. I'm liking that. CDIO, CDIO. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's see here. CDIO. Currently, this is Cardio Diagnostics Holdings. CDIO up 30%, 2 million float, 16 million volume. All right, so it had a bit of an uptrend right here. All right. And then had a bit of a pennant going on right there. Needs to break above the VWAP and needs to break above the pennant, though, because it did fall below the pennant a little bit. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. CDIO needs to break the pennant and the VWAPA. All right. All right, all right, all right. MGRX. Let's see how it's doing. Still needs to break that descending wedge. All right, MGRX. Still needs to break the descending wedge. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let me just refresh over here, make sure. Because it is a little bit buggy today. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a green candle. Ooh, green candle. Green candle. Green candle. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, please. Please stand by. Give me just a second. Let me just make sure everything's all copacetic here. 1 sec. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. There we are. Just gotta get that all set. Boom. Good. All right. Okie dokie. All right. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, all's good. All's good. Just wanted to make sure. Just want to do a quick check of something real quick. All right, there we go. Beautiful. ANPA just shot up to 54%, but still on that downtrend. Still on that downtrend, ladies and gentlemen. Let's refresh it a little bit, make sure. But yes, it's still on that downtrend right there. Trying to curl above that downtrend, though. I will give it that. ANPA trying to curl above the downtrend. Needs to break it as well as the VWAPA. So it still needs to do that. Still needs to break that downtrend. Still needs to break that VWAP. But it is trying, ladies and gentlemen. I will give it credit there. It is trying. MGRX currently at 62% with a 14 million float, 112 million volume. AIOS. Let's see how that's doing. Ooh, it's pulling back down a little bit. It's pulling back down. Noah. There we go. Let me just get that over here and right there. All right. Now let's make a new little thingy over here. All right. Has to break the downtrend for AIOS, which had a nice 73% run and is now pulling back quite a bit. So AIOS needs to break the downtrend. AIOS needs to break the downtrend. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see about our requests. Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Boom, right here. Let me just get the requests up. All right. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Somebody requested TRNR. Let's just take a look real quick at MGRX, and then we'll look at TRNR. MGRX looks like it's starting to curl above the descending wedge right there. MGRX curling above the descending wedge. There we go. All right. TRNR. Let's see how that's doing right there. TRNR currently on the downtrend right now. Not looking too schmexy right now. TRNR needs to break that downtrend. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, not feeling that one. It was requested of us. TRNR needs to break the downtrend and the VWAPA. Yeesh. All right. All right, there we go. Let's see what else we got over here. What else we got? All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. HCWC. Let's see how that one's doing. Somebody requested HCWC, but before we do that, let's go to MGRX again. MGRX, oh my, curling up even more, forming a bit of a top tail, though. We don't like the top tails. We like the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. We like the bottom tails. Bottom tails. Yes, sir. Bottom tails. Yes, sir. MGRX, full curl off the descending wedge, up 73%, and climbing. Needs to break that top tail because we don't like those top tails. We like the bottom tails. Yes, sir. All right, hold on 1 second. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Yeesh. Yeesh. 1 second. Hold on. All right. Let's see here. Somebody requested CDIO. Actually, no. I didn't get to do HCWC yet for the community. So let me get that one, and then we'll do a CDIO. Excuse me. Let's see. HCWC. Downtrend right now. Not looking too schmexy. Man. Needs to break the downtrend. Needs to break the VWAP. Man. Hold on. Boop. Right there. All right. Let's see here. HCWC needs to break the downtrend and the VWAPA. Yeesh. All right. And CDIO. Let's see about that one. CDIO still needs to break above that pennant and still needs to break above that VWAP. CDIO still needs to break above the pennant and the VWAPA. There we go. SGN. Let's take a look at SGN. Price spike going on over here. All right. On low volume. So SGN right now moving up on low volume. All right. SGN moving up on low volume. Hold on 1 second. Moving up on low volume. Here we go. That's what SGN's got going on right now. That is what they got going on. Yes, sir. All right. Somebody requested EVTV. Let's see how EVTV is doing. EVTV is still in the pennant here, but needs to break above that VWAP and needs to break above that VWAP, that pennant right there. So EVTV still needs to break above the pennant and the VWAPA for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Yes, sir. All right. So let's see what else we got over here. What else we got? Let me add them. Actually, do need a tissue. Oh, we'll get that later. All right. MGRX. All right, forming a bit of a double top. Not looking, well, it's just a double top, really. Needs to break that double top right there. MGRX needs to break the double top for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. MGRX needs to break above the double top right there. Has resistance at 61 cents. Needs to break that double top at 61 cents for it to be schmexy to mya. We shall see what happens right there. AIOS. Let's see how that's going. Looks like it's trying to curl off the downtrend a little bit. It's trying to break that downtrend. We'll see what happens there. AIOS trying to break the downtrend. Can it curl? Let's see. All right, let's see right there. GFAI. All right, forming a bit of a pennant right there. Bit of a pennant right there. All right. GFAI needs to break the pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. Yeesh. All right, all right, all right. All right. Let's see here. CDIO. This one was requested of us. Looks like it's trying to curl up and break the pennant right there a little bit, CDIO. Alex Martinez says, I just got back in MGRX at bottom of the zone at 57 cents. Can we get a PUS before market open? Can we get a PUS? I don't know what that means, but okay. All right. A push. Oh, okay, a push. Can we get a push before market open? Let's see. Let's see. We shall see. MGRX has kind of been going between 73 and 68. 68% and 73%. So it's like been kind of bouncing up and down a little bit. So I mean, either way, you win there. So I mean, if you got into it at 57 cents, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Okay, we'll get into it. Let me just do CDIO, and I'll be right there. A push. Okay, all right. Yeah, I know. I know. I know he's on a ladder. Don't fall, brother, please. CDIO. I'm trying to like read it, so it's like needs to break the pennant. He's like, oh crap. The ladder, no. All right. Let's see about MGRX. MGRX. This man is trading and he's on a ladder and he's doing his job all at the same time. Hey, I respect the game though. I respect the game though. I do. I respect the hustle. I do respect that hustle though. I can respect the grind. Just be safe, man. All right, MGRX. As of now, 57 cents is what you got in at. So that would be around right over here. Let's get this baby right here. This is what you entered at. Okie doke. This is the green line that you entered at. 57 cents. Currently, it's up to 60 cents right now. Has to break above this descending wedge right here. So it formed a bit of a double top and started moving down a little bit and formed a descending wedge. So MGRX, as of now, needs to break above that descending wedge and needs to break above that double top, ladies and gentlemen. MGRX needs to break the double top right there. So there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. All right. And MGRX needs to break the double top and the descending wedge. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. GFAI needs to break the pennant right there. Broke above the VWAP though. GFAI curling broke above the VWAP. Had a bit of a double top right over. So hold on. Had a bit of a double top right over here at the 61 cent line right here. And then dropped down a little bit, curled back up above the VWAP, and now looks to be trying to curl up. So GFAI curled up and broke the VWAP. All right. And needs to break the pennant. Needs to break the pennant. All right, there we go. So, Lucas Wave. Hello, Lucas. How you doing? I want to subscribe to your daily recommendations. We don't do recommendations, but you want to subscribe to the... Do you want to subscribe to the real-time alerts of scanners? Oh, sure. Here you go. Here's the link right here. Right here. I'll put it in the chat here for you. All right. That is to get our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99 for the first 4 days. And then after that, get it for $79.99. Link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We're just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. But yes, here's the 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners. Link right there in the comment section for you, Lucas. And yeah, we'll see you there. We look forward to seeing you. All right. GFAI, as of now, is still in that pennant. Needs to break above that. It broke above the VWAP, but needs to break above the pennant right there. So we got that going on. MGRX. All right. Let's see here. MGRX. All right. Still needs to break that descending wedge. It is currently 59 cents. All right. MGRX. Yeesh. MGRX right there. Needs to break the descending wedge still. So it's got that going on. MGRX. All right. Top Successes. Good morning, good people. Good morning, Top Success. How you doing, brother? Are you going off the 5-minute time frame right now? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are on the 5-minute. The 5-minute. We sometimes go off the 1 minute as well on the 5-minute. Sometimes we go into the hour ones on occasion, but normally it's the 5-minute. So that's normally what we do there. All right, let's see what we got going on. Yeah, it seems a little bit more clear,
We want like minute to minute, we go to 1 minute.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. If we want like minute to minute stuff, we go to the 1 minute. 5 minutes, like that's the stuff we normally use. And then like if we want like an overall track record of the stock, that's when we go into like the hours and stuff like that. But normally we stick to 5-minute. Normally we stick to 5-minute. But yes, we do stuff like that. AIOS still needs to break that downtrend there. Needs to break that downtrend. Can it curl? Let's see.
Curl.
AIOS, because like it's trying to test that downtrend there, trying to test the downtrend, but it just doesn't break it, man. It's trying to test it, trying to test the downtrend, but it doesn't like seem to just break it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, GFAI, let's see what we got going on there. GFAI fell down below the VWAP once again. Still needs to break that VWAP. So GFAI pulled back a little bit. GFAI pulled back a bit. Needs to break the VWAPA and the pennant right there for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. There we go. CDIO. Oh, we did that already. TROO. Let's see how TROO is. Ooh, that one's choppy. Choppy. All right, there we go. All right, there we go right there. Needs to break. Well, actually, it doesn't need to break much of anything. It just needs more volume. It's very, very choppy. Let's take a look at it. TROO has a 69 nice million float. Volume is 229,000. So yeah, no, definitely very choppy, very low volume. Not feeling this one right here. CDT, low volume, needs volume to stay above VWAPA right there. That's what we got going on. CDT. All right. CDT on the uptrend over here on some low volume. Has a 2 million float, 511,000 volume. So CDT as of now, a bit overbought in the RSI. shot up, had a major price spike on low volume, so it's got that going on right there. Hopefully it continues, though. Hopefully it continues with that thing. All right, CDT, yep. We're going to take a look at that news.
They signed that they're acquiring a stake in a company.
Yes.
AI company.
CDT price spike on low volume. Let's take a look at the news right there. Let's take a look at the news.
They're acquiring an interest in an AI company.
Yeah. Basically, yep. Yep. CDT equity signs. Yep. You're right. CDT equity signs transaction to acquire 20% equity in Sarborg for $115 million. Yes. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to pull back a little bit. Formed a bit of a double top right there. A little bit of a double topper at the $1.29 mark. Guess that's a resistance point for it right there. Yes, sir. All right. So, CDT needs to break the double top. CDT needs volume to break the double top. There we go. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. All right. Top success is MGRX looking like it may explode. I think so, man. I mean, it's been doing some stuff. MGRX.
Got a big resistance around 62, 63 cents.
Yeah, it does. It does have a bit of resistance around there. All right. So it did have a resistance at 61. Now it looks like the resistance is coming into 62 now. So yeah, it's got a bit of a resistance. It's a bit of an uphill battle for it right now, but it does have news. It has news that Mangoceutical shares are trading higher after the company announced initial success for its newly launched all-inclusive injectable testosterone replacement therapy treatment program. Okay, so that's what they got going on right there. So right now, currently, it is basically trying to break that 62-cent mark right there. Has a bit of a double top there. All right, that's what we got going on right there. All right. Yeesh. All right. Let's see here. All right, let's see. One second. There we go. All right, there we are. Okay. So, MGRX, as of now, formed a new double top right here. Resistance broke above the descending wedge, but got a bit of resistance on the way up there. So, as we can see here, MGRX pulling back a little bit, had a bit of a double top. MGRX formed a double top, needs curled off the descending wedge, needs to break the double top. Needs to break that double top, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it needs to do right there for it to continue to be schmexy to mya. All right, because now it does have some news that they did get some initial success for their newly launched testosterone replacement therapy treatment program. So they got that going on right there. Hey, there you go. All right, so let's see what else we got over here. AIOS, trying to curling off that downtrend there. Looks like it's curling off the downtrend. Look at that. A little bit of a curl. Tiny one, though. It's a tiny one. Can it stay above it, though? All right, can it stay above it? It looks nice. But, actions speak louder than words there, AIOS. Slight curl off the downtrend. Still needs to break the VWAPA. AIOS, that's what we got going on right there. All right, MGRX. Let's see how MGRX is doing. All right, MGRX Still below that double top, but staying above the descending wedge right there. There we go, there we go, there we go. So as of now, MGRX still needs to do its thing right there. Let's go over here. All right, 1 second, 1 second. All right, MGRX still needs to break the double top-ish. All right, BATL, BATL. All right, so BATL, somebody requested this stock. Looks kind of choppy, truthfully. Looks a bit choppy. Let me take a look at the float and volume. Float is 3.5 million. Volume is 196,000. So the volume's low. Float is high. All right. Well, it's not high. It's a reasonable float, but the volume's low, though. So it's meh. BATL, Does it have any news, though? Does it have any news? News is loading. It's loading. All right, there we go. Nothing really. Nothing really in terms of news. All right. There we go. It looks like it's trying to curl its way on up a little bit. Like, it looks like it's trying to form a cup here, but I don't know if I could call it a cup and handle yet. Looks like the beginning of one, possibly, but again, it's very gappy and very choppy. So, like, it's curling up to try to move towards that VWAP. So, we'll see what happens. BATL, choppy with low volume, trying to curl up and break the VWAP. So it's got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right. All right. All right. Looks like it is. CDIO is curling as well. Curled up off that pennant and then formed another pennant right here. It's like a miniature pennant. You know what I mean? So CDIO right now curled up off that pennant and is forming a miniature pennant right there above the VWAPA. Broke the VWAPA and the pennant, man. CDIO broke the VWAP and the pennant. Needs to break the new pennant. All right, there we go. All right. So as of now, CDIO broke the VWAP and the pennant. Needs to break that new pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. AIOS. Let's see how it's doing. All right. Nope. Went back down. Not schmexy. AIOS, you disappoint me. You disappoint me, AIOS. Wait, what was the line from Star Wars? You have failed me for the last time, AIOS. Yes. That's the one. That's the one. AIOS on the downtrend again. AIOS on the downtrend again, right there. All right. Let's see what we got over here. 1 second. There we go. Right there. Somebody requested MPT. Let's see how MPT is doing. MPT, let's see how it's doing. Oh, choppy. Oh, brother. Oh. What's that? What's that, brother? Brother. Oh. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys got planned for this weekend? What do you guys got planned, man. I never asked that question enough. What do you guys got planned, man? Me personally, I'm just gonna be chilling with. Actually, I don't know. Actually, you know what? You know what? I don't know. It depends on the weather. What's the weather gonna be like this weekend? Oh, okay. All right. So Saturday is thunderstorms. Sunday is gonna be sunny. Huh. I tell you what, that the weather been like the duality of the weather. Sometimes it's like half rainy, half sunny. Other times it's like half like sometimes it'll be perfectly sunny on one side and then just rain on the other. And I'm just like, what? Hey, um, I beg your pardon, sir. Please make up your mind. No, but yeah, no, that's definitely the weather. But yeah, no, if it's gonna be thunderstormy, I might just chill out with a book and some video games and stuff like that. And can never go wrong. You know what I mean? Can never go wrong with some video games and a book and spending some time with friends. You know. And other times, if it's gonna be sunny on Sunday, I might just go out then and get some nice air, touch some grass, do some stuff, see nature. I like looking at nature. Like there's a nice little lake that I like that I've been going to with the family. So we go to that lake quite a bit. It's actually a pretty nice lake. It's a pretty lake. It is a pretty lake. So yeah, very pretty lake. So yeah, we've been going there. It's like a little park area. It's got like one of those little what's it called? Those little overhead thingies. What are those overhead things called? Like it's like a little overhead thing with like a little benches and stuff. What is it called? Like a it's like overlooking the lake. It's really nice. I don't know what the term is. Ah, I can't off the top of my head for the life of me. I can't remember the term. But my God, it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful. We just pull up there, little parking lot, go down there, look at the water, and there is like a little swing. Not a swing set. It's like one of those benches that kind of like swings around on the chain, like a little pendulum. It's kind of cool. It's like that. Yeah, it's a nice little place, man. MPT though, MPT looks like it needs a lot of volume. MPT looks like it needs volume right there. Needs volume to become somewhat schmexy to me. There we go. There we go. AIOS. AIOS. Let's see how AIOS is doing. Still a failure to me. Still a failure. All right. I love Stephen He. That's an excellent YouTuber. Awesome guy. Let me see here. Ooh, okay. So as of now, we got a bit of a pennant right over here. So let me just get this over here. Bop right there. Bop and bop right there. Let me get some water in me, ladies and gentlemen. CDT needs to break this pennant, but also needs to break the VWAPA for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. All right. So CDT needs to break the pennant right there. Hold on.
Shoveling snow off his roof, man.
Oh no.
CDT
needs to break the pennant and the VWAPA. All right, now let me read that from Alex. Going to get snowed in, so shoveling and cleaning my roof all evening, all weekend. Oh, jeez. It's gonna be one of those things where it's like the snow is like up to the door frame. Oh God, please say no. I hope not. Love living in New England, but summer for all the lakes, but in summer for all the lakes, but winters. I heard New England is pretty beautiful in the summer, but I hear it's also a nightmare in the winter. I mean, like there were times where like as a kid I used to be all happy about the snow. Yay, snow! And then I had to like start shoveling it. And then no. No, I don't like snow anymore. I tell you what. You know what I mean? Like, not a fan. Not a fan of it, man. Ugh. Yeah, I used to be. It's pretty. It's pretty to look at, but then you go out there and you freeze your cojones off, and then all of a sudden it's not so nice no more. It's not so nice. The snow's like it ain't sweet out here. You see all those videos of people like happily throwing snowballs. Yeah. No. No. It's cold. It's cold. Gazebo, I believe what you. Yeah, that's it. That's it. A gazebo. Yes, yes. There's a beautiful gazebo, right, overlooking a beautiful lake. All right. Sometimes people like I wouldn't go swimming in that lake because there's alligators, man. There's alligators everywhere. All right. I don't trust lakes because I've seen alligator. Like you ever see like a pair of eyes just pop out while you're swimming? It is the most terrifying thing in the world. You're like, nope, no, thank you, no gracias, no, 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 thank you. I don't want to mess with the wildlife today. No, thank you. So yeah, yeah, no, no, but yes, it's a beautiful place, beautiful sight. Right? The beautiful lake, just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hands down, gorgeous, gorgeous lake. All right, and basically what you do is you have two places you can sit. Right, so there's like a playground nearby it, right, and like for the kids, and then for the adults, there's like a place where you could like put like a what's it called, your towels. You know just lay there and chill. Other places where you could swim around. There's a place for boats. Like there's a place for you to put the boats in and stuff like that, right? Like a little boat ramp, right? So you got that, and it's pretty. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty place. I've seen people like go surfing, not surfing there. It's like a mix of sailing and surfing, right? I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head because I don't do it often. But yes, it's kind. I mean, it looks like fun. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't do it in alligator lake. I wouldn't do it in the alligator lake. That's just me, But hey, look, whatever makes you happy, just be safe. You know what I mean? So, yeah, very pretty place, very pretty. All sorts of beauty there. It's stuff of beauty, ladies and gentlemen. Stuff of beauty. And yeah, Coach likes looking at it. Although, like, if it's really hot, Coach is like, I'll look at it from the car, man. It's too hot. I'm just looking at it from the AC. I can't blame him. I can't blame him. It gets real hot. It gets real hot. Yes. So yeah, that's what we got going on there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So let's see about. Ooh, hold on. Somebody requested BMNR. Somebody requested that. Okay. BMNR. No, not paddleboarding, Alex. It's not paddleboarding. It's basically they're on like a surfboard, right? And it's tied to like a boat, like an actual boat with like a motor on it, and they kind of like are tied to like a string there or something. It's like they got like a little weird harness thing, and they're like the boat's going meow, and they're going meow with the boat while on the little surfboard thing, and they're holding on to something with like a little harness somewhere. I'm like, I wouldn't do that, man. I ain't that confident, bro. I ain't that confident. Whoa. Yeah, no, I'm not that eager to go to go into because imagine you accidentally slap that's like an irrational fear of mine. You accidentally slap an alligator in the nose, right? Like you're just doing that little surfy board thing, all of a sudden you alligator nose. Ah! That gets mad at you and then starts chasing you at Mach 20. Because alligators are fast. People say, "Oh no, they're slow." No, 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 no. They're fast. Like people don't think hippos are fast. They're fast too. I don't mess with the wildlife, man. I don't mess with the wildlife. Yeah. Anyways, so let's take a look at BMNR. BMNR formed a pennant right here. needs to break the VWAPA, needs to break the pennant as well. BMNR, not looking too schmexy as of now, needs to break that pennant, needs to break that VWAP for it to be somewhat schmexy, but just really needs volume. So BMNR needs to break the pennant and the VWAPA over there. Needs some volume. Needs some volume, ladies and gentlemen. Needs some volume for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Let's see what we got going on here. What we got. All right. Yeah, Bubble Beef says hippos are terrifying. Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They are terrifying things. One of my friends called it a homicidal water horse, and you know what? He's right. I would not touch that thing. I've seen it eat a watermelon. Have you seen it eat a watermelon before? Some guy threw a watermelon. It opened its jaw at a 90-degree angle, almost a 145-degree angle, right? Bro tossed a watermelon into it like it looked like a messed up Venus flytrap. He tossed the watermelon in, and the thing snapped its jaw shut and crushed the watermelon like it was nothing. No. No, sir. You ain't gonna catch me anywhere near that. Never. And let's get a share party going. Let's get that 1500, ladies and gentlemen. We just hit 1400. Let's hit 1500. But yes, it snapped its jaw shut, Bobo. I swear. All right. There was like a video of a guy on a boat, and it was a speedboat with a motor. Right? It was not going slow. It was going fast. This thing's going, the hippo's in the wind like this. It's like just jumping. It's doing like butterflies. If it had arms, it'd be doing butterflies. I'm like, no, bro. You got that. Alex Martinez says, I was at the lake and went to go get my phone from my car on trail. Back to car was a 300-pound black bear and no one around. I had no phone to call help, so I just had to backtrack to the beach and made a getaway. Yeah, no, I don't mess with bears, especially around hibernation season. You never want to mess with a bear. They'll eat anything. Brother, they will eat anything. Like, I'll put it to you this way. A human in a sleeping bag is a soft shell taco to a bear. I'm not joking. The thing is, they will eat anything. They're trying to, like, stack up on weight. They're trying to get them gains, and they don't care how they do it. It's like the worst bodybuilder ever. I don't mess with the wildlife, bro. I don't mess with it. Then this giant bear was walking the beach with hundreds of people around at the state park. I seemed to be the only one who cared. Dude was living his best life. Hey, look. If the bear living his best life, get that man some sunglasses, a cold one, and a bucket hat. Actually, that sounds kind of cool. That sounds kind of cool, actually. I like that. I might just see. Oh yeah. Get that bear some sunglasses, a bucket hat, and a cold one. And you know what? I might just make a happy week, make a photo of that and say happy weekend. All right, maybe that's an idea. It's an idea. All right. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at let's take a look at CDIO, see how it's doing. All right, it's actually trading up a little bit. It's trading a little bit higher, but then met another resistance point. Met a new resistance point over here. Had a bit of a double top right here at $3.15. $3.15 right there. But yes, I got a few pictures of them on a tree hanging out, waiting for lunches to come out. Oh yeah, no, they love eating lunch. People say, oh, bears aren't too dangerous. Just don't like attack them or make them feel threatened. How am I gonna make him feel threatened, brother? I'm I'm barely 200. I'm barely 200 pounds.
MGRX trying to move.
MGRX trying to move. Yes, CDIO needs to break the double top. MGRX needs to
Bell.
move. And we got the bell. The bell needs volume to break the double top. There we go. MGRX breaking out. Let's take a look at MGRX. Let's take a look. Oh my. Oh my. Well, I gotta refresh it a little bit because it looks like it's moving up quite a bit. MGRX. MGRX. Oh my.
Top tail.
Top tail. Ooh, but it's curling. It's moving its way on up right now. It's looking like a thing of beauty. MGRX. Again, has news that they got an initial success for its newly launched all-inclusive injectable testosterone replacement therapy treatment program. So they got that going on. Actually, that's a pretty healthy little thing there, apparently, with the testosterone thingy. So yeah, some people need that. MGRX needs to break. Actually, MGRX on the uptrend. On the uptrend right there. On the uptrend. And climbing. And there we go. Beautiful. Bobo Beep says CDIO. Let's take a look at CDIO. Let's take a look at CDIO. Oh my! It broke that double top right there. Broke above the VWAPA. Broke above the double toppa. There we go. CDIO broke above the VWAP and the double top. Climbing up, baby. Yes, sir. There we go. CDIO. MGRX up 81%. Up 81%. That's a new high a day for it. MGRX. MGRX up 81%. Pulled back now. Pulled back. Let's see about CDIO. CDIO. Let's take a look here. All right. CDIO has a bit of a top tail, but it did climb up there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's got going on right there. That's what it's got going on. Let's take a look at AIOS. AIOS looks like it's trying to curl. It is curling above that downtrend there, ladies and gentlemen. Curling above that downtrend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. There we go. All right. AIOS curling off the downtrend. There we go. All right. All right, all right, all right. There we go. GFAI. Oh, Bubble Beef says GFAI. Yes, sir. Let's get it. GFAI. Looks like it's testing that pennant. It's curling upward. It broke the VWAP. GFAI broke the VWAP, baby. Yes, sir. GFAI broke the VWAPA. Testing the pennant right now. It's testing the pennant. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's climbing, baby. It's climbing. Let's take a look at CDIO again. CDIO. Oh, yeah, it's climbing too. That baby's climbing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. CDIO. Still on the uptrend. Let's go. I might just do that, though. That little bear with the bucket hat thing. I might do that as like a little happy weekend message for everybody. Yes, sir. All right. But yes, CDIO looking good. Looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. All right. Hold on one second. There we go. All right. Okay. So, let's see here. All right. go. So now CDIO is doing its thing right there. CDIO doing its thing, climbing up nicely. Night Rogue says, "What's up, Doubles? What's up?" Alex Martinez says, "That would make for a nice shirt. Do you guys sell merch?" It's not out of the realm. Not yet. Not yet. But it ain't out of the realm of possibilities.
I think we should.
I definitely think we should. I think we should.
We'll look into it.
Yeah, we'll look into it. We'll definitely look into that. We'll look into selling merch. Tell you. Yeah.
We gotta get a Stewie shirt, bro.
Gotta get a Stewie shirt. No, wait, Stewie, what's he doing? Oh, wait, he's mountain climbing. Okay, all right, he's good. He's good. There's our boy. We'll get Stewie merch. Stewie merch. Stewie merch right there. Look, he's climbing. He's climbing the mountain. He's climbing CDIO. He's just climbing it. Climbing the green candle. Here we go. That's what we got right there. Yes, sir. We'll get Stewie merch. We'll also get like we'll get like all sorts of cool merch. One with the logo, maybe. One with the bear, with like a nice, with like a cold one, just chilling at the beach. I got all sorts of ideas, Alex. Thank you for that idea. HTLM. What's HTLM doing? HTLM. Okay, price spike on low volume. HTLM major price spike on low volume right there. All right. HTLM major price spike on low volume right there. Let's see what we got. Boom, right there. There we go. There we go. Let's see how CDIO is handling itself. CDIO, all right, doing its thing, All right, pulling back a little bit, but that's all right. That's fine, as long as it curls back up. CDIO needs to remain friends with the trend. Needs to remain friends with the trend. Ladies and gentlemen, how much of you guys would actually buy merch? How much you guys would like merch, man? What would you guys like to do with that stuff? I like the idea. What do you guys think? Put it in the chat. Let me know what you guys think about merch. I like the idea. Maybe some Stewie.
Merch is fun.
Yeah, Stewie merch. A top. Whoop whoop. Yeah. Side of the bottom league. Early bird gets the cash. Yeah, no, we can do a bunch of stuff with that. We can do all sorts of cool stuff with that. Yeah, we could do that. Got the little cartoon of the early bird. That's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah. Yes. Yes. All right, let's take a look over here at AIOS. Let's see how AIOS is doing. AIOS is curling. Looks like it's ready to test the VWAP. AIOS curling, looking ready to test that VWAP right there. Yes, sir. AIOS curling and looking ready to test the VWAPA. There we go. Boom, right there. All right. RNG. Ring Central shares are trading higher after the company reported better than expected Q4 financial results and issued Q1 guidance above estimates and initiated a quarterly dividend. Also, the company increased its share buyback program. Yes, sir. All right. So, yeah, looking good. All right, on the uptrend right here, RNG. It doesn't look like it has much in terms of volume, though. It has 59 million float, heavy float right there. Volume is 1 million, and it's a little bit pricey. It's 38, went up to 38 bucks. SGN moving. Oh my. All right, hold on. Let me just put RNG here. RNG moving up on low volume. Boom, right there. SGN, let's take a look. SGN moving. Oh yeah. Pulled back a little bit, but then started to move its way on up right there. Oh my. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, all right, all right. SGN, SGN. Moving on up. There we go. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, all right, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second. Yes. Yes. Early bird gets the cash, ladies and gentlemen. The moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check us out on our YouTube at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. Be sure to check us out there, where we do lots of videos, lots of stock reviews, stock analysis, all sorts of shorts and long form videos, all sorts of cool stuff there. You can check that out. Again, at Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you could find us on X.com, aka Twitter, at Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money, where we do lots of live streams and stock reviews and stock analysis there as well. You can find us on Twitch at Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money, where we do lots and lots of wonderful live streams. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money, where we do all sorts of cool stuff there as well. You can find us on TikTok, Tiki Taki, aka the Tac Tac. The Tac Tac. You can find us there at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on there. Again, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We're just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. And of course, when you go and get the real-time alerts and scanners, you get access to all sorts of amazing things, such as our chat with our wonderful patrons, ladies and gentlemen, our premium chat, which basically has all sorts of content, such as us basically talking about stonks, talking with the community, right? The community basically, talking amongst themselves, helping build each other up, helping build themselves up. It's a wonderful educational community, very good place to be. Very supportive community, like to help build each other up. They like to help build themselves up. It's a wonderful place. Awesome. Excellent. They like to help each other trade, and they not really help each other trade, but they like to help each other get better. It's like a great supportive community. You know what I mean? And of course, ladies and gentlemen, there is the wonderful scanners that we have here, one of which you are looking at right now. This scanner has the ticker, price, volume, float, whether it's moving up or down. It has the percentage change right here, as well as the time which it was scanned, as well as hyperlinks for the tickers that are being kept an eye on right now. Like, for example, MGRX, AIOS, CDIO, RNG as of now, TNDM, OPEG right now is keeping an eye on those. And it basically comes out every single minute on the minute from the beginning of the trading day at around 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, all the way to like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. So it's basically working around the clock there, keeps an eye on the stonks, basically, reports every minute, and does everything nice right there. You also get access to the amazing newsroom, which basically has all sorts of amazing articles. This thing has synopsises of articles, as well as a hyperlink to the article so you can read the full version, as well as hyperlinks to the tickers that are connected to the news within said article, so you can gain access to that. You can click on that, get access to the chart, as well as all sorts of news and other information pertaining to the stock right there. So yeah, that's what you get going on right there. You also get access to the amazing stock ticker tape as well, which basically shows all sorts of stocks that we're keeping an eye on. You know what I mean? It's stocks that we're basically watching. I'm watching you, you know what I mean? We're watching it. It's getting active, you know what I mean? That's basically what it means. Like, hey, the stock's getting kind of active here a little bit. It's moving up quite a bit. You know what I mean? And that pulls it up, and it gives you a hyperlink to the stock as well, so you can get all the information you need. It basically gives you all the information and research you can use. Wonderful tools, all at the press of a button. That's pretty much what we got going on there for that. And if you join the Wealth Builders package, you get access to everything in the real-time alerts and scanners package, plus an exclusive Wealth Builders chat room right there with direct access to Coach Nick Money and myself, right? As well as exclusive Wealth Builders charts, exclusive Wealth Builders scanners, exclusive Wealth Builders content, such as, for example, our wonderful 500 plus video course on how we trade and what works best for us, as well as, analysis on the stock market throughout the years. It has that too. All right, all sorts of amazing stuff there. And to top it off, it also gives you access to our exclusive behind the scenes footage and behind the scenes content as well. So you get access to all that. It's basically just awesome. It's an awesome thing. It has exclusive course and exclusive access to our what are they called? Things that our scripts. Yes. Exclusive access to our scripts and exclusive access to our behind the scenes stuff right there. You basically get a look behind the curtain, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, all that cool stuff right there, as well as the alert archives that we've done since the dawn of Coach Nick Money itself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Much love. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. It's Double Nicks. I love you guys. I'll see you guys at 1:30 p.m. for Power Plays, which is hosted by the legend himself, Coach Nick Money, as he, surveys the stock market prior to Power Hour. It takes place prior to Power Hour at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And basically what he does is he takes a look at the stocks, gives his honest analysis on them, and then lets them simmer on high heat while he gets a dub for the community, ladies and gentlemen. A dubification for the community. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. He got a dubification yesterday. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He did get a dub. Yeah, he spanked them. Pause. He spanked them. Pause. All right. All right. Yeah. I'm going to be co-hosting that as well. So I'll see you guys at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Power Plays, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for that on YouTube, Twitch, and X.com at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. And yeah, it's Double Nicks. I love you guys. I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Other times she likes to regular ski. Other times she gets shot at the cannon and she goes, wee! Other times she likes to go to Arby's and watch videos of puppies and kitties. Other times she likes to go into Mickey D's. Maybe sometimes she'll go to Burger King. Other times she'll go to Wendy's. And yeah. Other times she'll go into the stock market and find them ABCDs. After all, she did call some wonderful stocks like AIOS, MGRX, ANPA, and HCWC. We call her DBL Moms! Hey! And that's pretty much it. Much love, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys at 1:30 p.m. for Power Plays. If we don't, happy Friday.